Satnam, a meditation that is helpful for change. It's called the Panj, Graani or Graani Kriya. It's a breath meditation. It's done very similar to breath of fire. In fact, it is breath of fire, except instead of it coming out through the nose, which is typically what you have breath of fire come out as, is in and out through the nose, we're going to use a mouth. All through the mouth, in and out through the mouth. Very similar to like blowing out a candle. When you do this particular technique, as you exhale, your belly should go in. As you inhale, belly comes out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, right? Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. That pattern's important. How that works is important. What you don't want to do is you don't want to be sucking in as you're breathing in, because what you're doing is you're forcing your lungs to not work in full capacity. When you breathe in, your diaphragm gives your lungs the ability, because the diaphragm is kind of like this upside down U, it gives your ability to breathe in. So as you breathe in deeper, what happens is your diaphragm starts to flatten out because the lungs get bigger. They got to go somewhere. So if you're sucking your belly in and your diaphragm is trying to come down and you're pulling up, it doesn't have the ability to come down. You're not going to get as full of breath as you could. So very important when you do this technique that your belly goes in as you exhale. Next thing that's important is your evenness. So there's no emphasis on the exhale, there's no emphasis on the inhale. It is an even in and an even out. Match it, match the breath. The next is the cadence in which you do it. 1 second, or 1 cycle per second, 2 cycles per second, or 3 cycles per second. Much faster than that, it's not necessary. And slower than once per cycle, you got to kind of speed it up a little bit. So let me give you an example. Here would be 1 cycle. So 1 cycle means 1 inhale, 1 exhale in the course of 1 second. 2, of course, would be 2 cycles. 3, of course, would be 3. So here's 1. So if that's your breath pattern, that's 1. Here's 2. That's 2. 3. I usually end up between the 2 to the 3. I kind of feel like 3 is a little too fast. 2 is a little too slow. So I kind of get that 2.5, that Goldilocks, like just right. So, but that's going to depend on you. It's going to depend on any given day that you do this. So, but again, what's most important, belly goes in as you exhale, and that your inhale and exhale match. Now, if you feel lightheaded during this, stop. Go back to normal breathing. Start again. This is an 11-minute meditation, 11-minute long. You do not exceed 11 minutes. It is 11 minutes. Do it for the 11 minutes. Don't pass the 11 minutes. At the end of this, what we're going to do is we're going to take in a deep breath through our nose, hold it, and then exhale sharply through our mouth. And then we inhale again, hold. Each time we hold our breath, we're going to be holding it for 15 seconds, and then exhale sharply, and then inhale again. Hold, and then this time we're going to twist to the left while we hold it, and then we're going to twist to the right while we're still holding it. Come back to the center, exhale, and that's done. Now there's a mudra, hand position that we're going to do as we're doing this particular breath technique. You take your right hand and you spread your fingers wide so that the thumb's pointing away and the other fingers are also as much space as you can put into them. So quite sharply, you want to open up your hand as much as you can. Then what you're going to do with your left hand is you're going to take the tips of the fingers and you're going to correlate that to the opposite fingers of each hand, and you're going to touch the pads. So pinky touches pinky and so forth and so on. Now the thumb is going to wrap around the back of the wrist. So the left thumb wrap around the back side of the right wrist, where the other fingers happen to just touch. So they're touching up here. This is wrapping around. You then take this position and you bring it so that your thumb, which is sharply extended, pointing towards my mouth. These fingers extended, they'll be about the eyebrow level. Eyes merely closed. And we're going to sit in this position and we're going to breathe in and out through our mouth. So because this is a Kundalini Kriya, we're going to tune in quickly with Om Namo Gurudev Namo, recited 3 times prior to the start of every single Kundalini meditation. So take your hands, rub them together, and then bring that to your chest. We'll have a quick little tune in. We're going to inhale deeply, and then exhale. Inhale deeply, and exhale. And now we inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deep. Last time, inhale. Inhale deep. Hold the breath, please. Exhale. So this meditation, fantastic to get your diaphragm to work better. The ability for your diaphragm to work well for you on a physical level helps your ability to be able to take in a longer, slower, more natural breath. Your ability to do that helps you navigate through the changes of life with relative ease. So we don't get bogged down. Too often our diaphragms are contracted, they're stuck, they're in a spastic state because we like to hold on to things. This helps you to understand that there is change that is consistent in nature. The universal law. There will always be change. There's not been a time in history that has been the same. Changes. This helps you to not do that. So from a physical point of view, you may feel like your diaphragm gets tired. You might need to stop. If you're lightheaded, please stop. Get back to it. But as your capacity enhances, your ability to be able to use your diaphragm in a way to have it be balanced just starts to open up yourself to just a wonderment of change, really. This is just a physical thing. It's almost like you just, you wake up in the morning, you're just like, I'm just happy. This is what this does. It just helps getting this in a more natural position, a more natural function in your diaphragm, helps you to just enjoy life more, which means you can get through the changes that all happen to each and every one of us more fluidly. That's all you're looking to do, just fluid change. So we're not going to do it for the full 11 minutes. We'll do it for 4-ish minutes, something like that, so you can understand how to do it, listen to me do it, but then go practice it. Go practice it. So again, you sit tall, your eyes will be closed, your chest is out, your chin is in, so you're sitting up nice and tall. Right hand, fingers are spread, thumb is spread. Pads of the opposite hand, the left hand, go to the corresponding mounds or the bases of each of the other fingers with the right wrist and the left thumb wrapping around it. So the left thumb wraps around the right wrist. Then we point our thumb toward our mouth as these hands are extended, these fingers are extended, and our eyes are closed. In and out as if you're blowing out a candle. And again, your belly goes in as you exhale, out as you inhale through the mouth. The mouth will more likely than not become dry. Do not worry about that. It may also water. Do not worry about that. You just keep going. So here's how it will look. And then you take in a deep breath. Hold. You squeeze your hands together. You hold this for 15 seconds. As you're putting as much pressure as you can on your hands, you're really pushing hard. Push hard, hard, hard. And at the end of 15 seconds, you breathe out sharply through your mouth. And then you breathe in deeply again through the nose. Once again, you keep the pressure in the hands. Press, 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 press. Press strongly. You're holding the breath for 15 seconds. Then you exhale once again sharply through your mouth. Last time, you inhale deep. Hold, still pressing with your hands. While you're holding your breath, you twist to the left as you press and hold. And then you twist to the right, still holding the breath. Press and hold. Come back to center. Last time, sharply through the mouth. Relax your hands down. Breathe normal for a few moments. And that is the end of the Kriya meditation. That was about 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, something like that. Set your timer, do it for 11 minutes. Stay with it. Again, if your diaphragm gets a little, spastic or tired, stop. If you feel lightheaded, stop. Breathe normal through the mouth, through the nose. until you feel comfortable again, and then pick it back up and start again. Be consistent. Do it for 40 days in a row, and wait till you see the changes that start to happen from the inside of you. It's amazing what will start to shift everything around you as you start to shift internally. So as always, I wish you well. Sat Nam.